This SmartNet video quick guide will walk you through using the rover management tool on the SmartNet North American portal. Let's get started. When you log into the SmartNet North American portal, you'll be taken to the main screen. To access the rover management section, you'll simply click rover management on the nav bar. When you land in the rover management screen, you will see a map at the top, as well as information towards the bottom of the screen. You'll see your company information, the rover date range, which will automatically default to last 30 days, as well as rover usage graphs and rover usage logs. To find more information, you can look at the number of rovers that are on your account. So in this case, there's 2. A percentage of usage by rover, a time breakdown by rover, and the total time spent on the network here. You could edit the time, which you would like to look for. So here we can say we want to go from October 10th to say October 20th. And you'll see also that when I do this, the rover usage updates both as a percentage. Rover 01 here was not used at all. So rover 02 was used 257 minutes during this date range. And you can also see that my rover usage files here also changed to show only what was in that date span that I originally selected. I can further narrow a search if I'm using the entire 30 days or the entire contents of my licenses here. I can also search by a particular rover number. So I can narrow this search field down and see that 02 has been used 775 minutes over this date range, or 01 has been used 858 minutes. Once I have filtered down by date and actual rover that I want to look at, I can actually click on Map It. And by clicking on Map It, I will actually see breadcrumbs of usage through the entire session of this log file. Or I can actually look at the detailed log file completely here. So when I'm looking at the breadcrumbs, of course green is going to indicate that I have an RTK fixed solution. Yellow is going to indicate I have a DGPS solution. Red would indicate that I have a float solution. Gray would indicate I have a unknown single point position type solution. So all this is great information. I can zoom out. I can see everything that's happened during the course of this project, all my fixed positions, all my float positions, etc. And again, these are just breadcrumbs. These are states of change. They're not actually where measurements were taken along the project. You still do have to download those from your rover, but it will give you a good indication of where crews have been working. If I want more detailed information, I can simply click on the log file itself and start viewing the log directly. With this log, I can see that the rover that I'm looking at was the 01 rover. The start time started at 14:22:46. This is going to be in Eastern time. Connection ended at 15:55 for a connection duration of 1 hour and 32 minutes. I can also see that I was working off the San Tammany reference station at 13 kilometers to begin with, and of course I was drifting, looks like downstream, so about 14.6 kilometers at the end of the project. I can see my connection start time here, and it shows all my good information that I might need to either troubleshoot or manage what I'm doing out in the field. I have my timestamps on the left-hand side, my event log to see why I've recorded another breadcrumb. For example, here I started sending corrections, and here the rover state changed. Here the reference state changed. So these are all good indications of what's going on. So if I look here on my fourth column, I can also see what's happening at the rover. So I went from a single point position at 14:23 upon my initial connection to a RTK fixed position with 14 satellites about 5 seconds later. And I remained fixed throughout this session until somewhere down in here. We'll see that we go from a fix to a DGPS solution, which would also be indicated in the map screen. So you can see here that I stayed fixed up until 15:19 and then went to a DGPS solution. This could be because if you look in the nav file, or excuse me, the map file, you can see that we're working in and around canopy. So this would be the most probable reason in this range right here why went to a float position. In addition to the rover information, I'm also seeing a bunch of great information about the reference stations. So as I travel down, I can see that I went from St. Tammany to Infinity, Mississippi. So I can actually see that I changed reference stations in this file as well. And then I went back to St. Tammany again. So this is great information for you to use on the rover side and also in the field, the office side, to be able to look at exactly what your crews are doing out in the field and what the files look like. So this is how we use the rover management tool. I encourage you to come in, take a peek at it, and use it for your everyday tasks. Thank you very much.